back to the Daily Poem here on the Close Reads Podcast Network. I'm David Kern. Today's poem, another Christmas-themed poem for your third day of Christmas, is by William Butler Yeats. It's called The Mother of God. William Butler Yeats lived from 1865 to 1939. He was an Irish poet and is absolutely one of the most important figures of 20th century literature, not just poetry, but literature. He won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1923. This poem is called The Mother of God. This is how it goes. The threefold terror of love, a fallen flare through the hollow of an ear, wings beating about the room, the terror of all terrors that I bore the heavens in my womb. Had I not found content among the shows every common woman knows, chimney corner, garden walk, or rocky cistern where we tread the clothes and gather all the talk? What is this flesh I purchased with my pains, this fallen star my milk sustains? This love that makes my heart's blood stop, or strikes a sudden chill into my bones and bids my hair stand up. Whew. That's a rich poem right there. Even in the Gospels, Mary is such a richly, for as few verses as she actually seems to appear in, and certainly that she speaks in, she's such a richly defined character. And certainly over the years, the church, through tradition and secondary sources and things like that, has expanded on her story, and we know more about her, and there's certainly more in the tradition than just as in the gospel. So I don't mean to suggest that that's not part of it. And I think we often think about Mary, surrounding the crucifixion, what that meant to her and how that affected her. But man, the birth, as Yeats gets at here, must have affected her quite dramatically as well. I mean, how could it not? The birth of any child affects the mother. It changes her life in deep and profound ways. But to know that you've borne the Son of God, that you've borne a fallen star, as the poem says, how can you possibly keep up with that? How could a mother possibly know what the right answers are all the time? To parent such a child would have to be done through the ultimate faith, and would have to be sustained through faith, and then through a faith that is sustained by something other than yourself. It would have to be something terrifying, right? To love that child like a mother loves her son or daughter would be a terrifying thing. To feel a sense of protection. I mean, we feel a sense of protection for our own children as it is, let alone when your child is who her child was. The imagery in this poem is really rich, of course, and I'm not going to, I try not to overinterpret these poems. I want the images themselves to sort of be able to play in your own imagination, and you to come to some sort of suggestion of what they might mean, and for that to kind of happen organically for you. You don't need to have me tell you what I think they mean or what some other critic thinks they mean. But few poets can craft an image or a sequence of images like Yeats was able to do in a way that evoke profundity, both emotional and intellectual profundity. He was rare in that respect. That's why we still remember him, why we still read his poems, why they're great for memorizing as well. The threefold terror of love, a fallen flare through the hollow of an ear, wings beating about the room, the terror of all terrors that I bore the heavens in my womb. Had I not found content among the shows every common woman knows, chimney corner, garden walk? But the fallen star image is certainly one that repeats. You've got this a fallen flare through the hollow of an ear line combined with this fallen star my milk sustains. What a fascinating image that is, a flare through the hollow of an ear. Wings beating about the room, the terror of all terrors that I bore the heavens in my womb, the heavens being in a womb. Man, what an image that is. And Mary asks, were the things that other women knew, were those things that I could be content in? How can you experience the things that normal people know after you've done what she's done, that managed to accomplish what she's managed to accomplish, been chosen for the things that she was chosen for? How could it not make your heart's blood stop or strike a sudden chill into your bones, make your hair stand up? This is good stuff. Here it is one more time. William Butler Yeats, The Mother of God. The threefold terror of love, a fallen flare through the hollow of an ear, wings beating about the room, the terror of all terrors that I bore the heavens in my womb. Had I not found content among the shows every common woman knows, chimney corner, garden walk, or rocky cistern where we tread the clothes and gather all the talk? What is this flesh I purchased with my pains, this fallen star my milk sustains, this love that makes my heart's blood stop, or strikes a sudden chill into my bones, and bids my hair stand up? This has been the Daily Poem. Thank you so much for listening. Be back tomorrow with another poem for you.